The participants tonight are Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin. Adolf Hitler is the leader of the National German Workers' Party, or the Nazis, and Joseph Stalin is the leader of the Soviet Union Communist Party. Tonight, folks, the main goal of each candidate is to show us whose political ideology is more functional and useful. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to respond to each debate question/topic. The opposition candidate will then have the chance to rebuttal at any point in time after 30 seconds. Now, the first question is to you, Mr. Hitler. Many people would say totalitarianism is a very harsh way of government. What would you say to show otherwise?
Firstly, it is glacial not totalitarianism. Secondly, the question at hand should not be whether it's harsh or not, but whether it is effective. And to that, I had a resounding yes. A, by the Nazis eliminating any other political parties, ensures no conflict, but all agreements within the country. B, my stubborn attitude towards the ill-advised treaty has proved that I have improved the economy and lowered unemployment. For what reason should my nation have to suffer for the damages you have caused? Mr. Hitler, how can you say that all these things benefit your country as a whole? These things only benefit you and your selfish regime and inflict more fear and terror upon the people. Do you want your citizens to look at you with fear or respect? My method, on the other hand, creates nationalism within the country and an even stronger nation.
On that note, Mr. Stalin, how would you defend your way of governance against the many naysayers?
No need to defend my method. Results speak for themselves. As you can see, my country is prospering from it, and other countries squabbling to continue the same method. With my 5-year plan, economic growth and development is only bound to come. The government will be the only power with influence over the economy, which entails seizing all private property, creating industrialized projects, and focusing on building the military.
Thank you, Mr. Stalin. Now, moving on to our next question. It comes from the audience to Mr. Hitler.
How can you say your nation is prospering when your civilians are suffering so horribly? In your world, every Jew deserves to die. Simply for being a Jew, families are dying at your ugly fingers, and all you do is...
spouting grace upon my great nation's name. I did not work so hard for the good of this country for a peasant to ruin my reputation. My methods have their very valid reasoning. Social Darwinism is essential for us to evolve as a nation and for the best genetic material to show itself. I believe deeply in the concept of autarky and Lebensraum. Why should our nation rely simply on other countries and any superior nation when we can prosper as we are today? Atrocious! Killing your own people based on the rearrangement of their genes, blue eyes, and blonde hair? Outrageous! And not only that, but the majority of your regime is based on the hatred of the Jew race and the allowance of violence against Jews, sending them to work camps, banning marriages, and restricting them from education.
Don't be so quick to spot hypocrisy.
You, sir, Mr. Stalin, you have killed your own and sent them to the secret labor camps up north. You're telling me about hatred and censorship. Don't you eliminate anyone who opposes your communist regime? If you like me to come out and get caught in the wind, I want to know.